everybody, Chad here from CNR Reviews. I don't know if you can recognize this gun, but this is the same one that used to be in this kit. It's a Ruger 1022, and I have really messed around with this gun a lot. It's got custom trigger, custom hammer stuff in there. It's got all kinds of stuff. It's got a custom bull barrel, Green Mountain bull barrel on it, and
Green Mountain fluted bull barrel.
That's right, fluted bull barrel. Sorry, 16-inch too.
Look at that, sexy.
So, anyways, this is the Tapco Intrafuse in I believe this is the
Dark Earth.
Oh, this Dark Earth, and it's pretty sweet. I actually wanted to get it. I had a chance to get it for a really cheap price.
It's actually the same color as the
Sega
Sega
kit. You can buy that stuff at Carolina Shooter Supply. I was able to get this thing for like 60 bucks, and so I decided, you know what, I had gotten the Archangel Kit for a screaming deal at Cabela's in their bargain cave one day, and I only paid like 70 bucks for it. So with this kit at like 60 bucks, that's the cost of this kit by itself usually. And so I have two kits for the price of one basically. So I decided to throw the 1022 in this one just to see how it does. It makes it look more like a Mini 14. And this kit does come with some really neat stuff, but then I also have some complaints. And so we'll go ahead and go over that, and we're also going to do a small comparison during this video of the Archangel Kit. So let's go ahead and start. This is the Tapco Intrafuse. It does come with two different stock tubes. So you see that tube on the rear. It comes with a straight one if you're going to run optics, or it comes with one that's bent at an angle. And
if you're just going to use the iron sights.
Exactly. So if you're just going to use the iron sights on a standard 1022, that's fine and dandy. That's all great. You can use that one, and it's very simple install. You just have a couple screws here. This thing pulls right out, and the buttstock goes on either one of them. It does come with a really nice butt pad, which I was very impressed with. For only being a $60 kit, it seems like it's pretty decent quality. I believe this is called like the Generation 2, or this is the second version of this kit. If you look online, some of the other guys actually have reviewed this kit, have the first generation, so everything's a lot thicker. It was built better, and so I'm assuming they cut costs, they made everything a little bit thinner. Ryan, what's the name of this thing?
That's the Tapco Saw pistol grip on there. It's the same one that comes in the kit for the Sega. It does have a storage compartment at the bottom of it. You can just flip that spring there.
Goofy spring system. That's kind of cheap, actually. I don't like that either.
Yeah, I've never trusted it to actually hold anything.
Yeah, especially when you compare it to the Archangel. If you guys can see that, it actually has a nice clip. And so there you go, and this snaps on there. I would definitely prefer that. But as far as it being a Tapco, I mean, it's still got the Tapco stuff like Ryan was saying. It's very similar to what he has on his Sega, and actually it's very similar to what a lot of people get on like a standard AR when they buy them. And so it is very good quality. This thing does fit the bull barrels, and it also fits the standard size barrels. So just be aware of that. You can put either one of them in there. And like I said, this is the Green Mountain fluted bull barrel, and so this is quite a bit bigger than that standard barrel that you would get on 1022. Fit in there no problem. Make sure that when you're putting this whole kit together, and when you're taking it down and you're putting it back together, you're taking it down every time you go shooting, or every 500 rounds, or however much you plan on cleaning your gun, you don't over tighten these screws. These screws just go into plastic, and so be aware of that, guys. Once they get tight, or once they start to feel tight, stop. That's good enough. These 22s don't have enough recoil to really cause these screws to be pulled out. So just be aware of that.
Now, if you do strip one out, I'm wondering if you could just put like some hot glue in that.
Well, and I have stripped out one of these on my Archangel kit. And so what I ended up finding was the Archangel kit one that I stripped out, it was really my fault from just tightening it too much. It will still get tight to a certain extent, and then if you keep pushing it, it'll just strip itself.
So just be aware of that, guys.
So just be aware. It does come with all these rails. It comes with a little cover on the bottom if you don't want to run the base Picatinny rail. I don't have that cover with me right now to show you, but I have the Harris bipod that came with my charger. And so there you go.
It's like a big version of this, but it goes along the whole rail. It's like a bunch of these put together. So,
anyways, take down and install is identical to a normal standard 1022. So if you know how to do that, all you do for this, you pull the you go and pull the flathead out here. You want to unscrew this top. You make sure that the gun has been dry fired, so that way you can push the safety to the middle and just pull out the gun, and you're ready to fully clean the gun. That is one thing that this does have over the Archangel Kit, is disassembly is a lot easier. You have, it almost feels like it's easier, even though you do have these screws to mess around with. But anyways, guys, would I buy this again? You know, if I could get it again for 60 bucks, add another 1022, I may just do that. I may put it in there. If I had two 1022s though, I'd probably be running one in here and one on there. Because both of the stocks are really good. Let's go ahead and just talk real quick about comparisons. And I will say that the Archangel Kit feels heavier duty. The plastic's really thick. You got that really aggressive, I don't know if you guys can see that, it is really thick. You have to run an optic on this. Or you have to run aftermarket sights, flip-up sights. These stocks sucks. I mean, it's not 100% bad, but it's just kind of rough. The buttstock's not removable, so you can't replace it. You're kind of stuck with this. But you know what, though? Wiggle doesn't have that wiggle. And that is something that this guy does have. That is something I do not like. Come on, Tapco, get it. You guys have sold so many of these things for the big guns, for little guns.
And we have the same problem with the kit I put on the Sega, the freaking wobble from that buttstock.
That's right. How can Magpul get it right? So, not saying that Tapco's bad. I've got Tapco stuff, but Archangel got it right. But like I said, this tube itself on the Archangel Kit's a little bit rougher. I do like this compartment though, and I do like the way the gun looks in this kit too. I also like the way it looks here. Takedown on this guy is just as tedious though. You know, I said you have the 6 screws on the Tapco. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And you also want to pull out that base screw. You only have 4 screws on this thing if you don't put in these goofy ass rail screws. If you put in the rail screws, you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 8 screws then. And so all of a sudden it just takes a little bit more time, and that's just more screws you can strip out. So guys, just be aware of that. Would I buy this again? Which one do I like better? You know what, to be 100% honest with you, I like them about the same. If you guys can get a chance to find the Archangel Kit for cheaper, it does come with a couple other accessories, but unfortunately if you run the bull barrel through it, those accessories don't fit, which that's not a big deal. I bought the bull barrel for a reason, and more of it's probably for looks than it is for anything else. And would I get it again? Yes, I would, if I could find it for the price, but unfortunately I got real lucky, and I don't think you're going to be able to find this for less than 100 bucks. If you do find it for less than 100 bucks, pick one up. You'll really enjoy it.
But again, don't over tighten those damn screws.
Just don't over tighten the screws, and that goes the same thing with the Tapco. Would I buy the Tapco again? You know what? The Tapco stock, it's really nice. It's really comfortable. I do like how they give you the butt pad. They do give you a couple extra accessories that you don't get the Archangel Kit. Highly recommend it. But again, if you could find it for 50, 60 bucks, pick one up. If you can't, don't waste your money. Stick with the standard 1022 stock.
There's actually some really cool ones out there, like the Volquartsen ones, and
sure.
There's like wood Archangel ones that you can get, but they're upwards of like 200 bucks.
And that is something too that Tapco does not have. Besides different colors of this, they don't have like the specialized ones that Archangel does. Archangel has ones that make it look like a G36. This thing makes it look like an AR. If you put my Bushmaster up against this, and it looks so similar. They also have one that was coming out that it makes it, I believe it looks like an M1A. I mean, they got all kinds of different ones. So if you're looking for that more specialized look, definitely go with the Archangel. But if you want something that's simplistic, it's not the heaviest duty thing, so you really can't use and abuse it. But then again, it does its job. So anyways, guys, this Tapco Intrafuse stock, check it out. Like I said, don't spend over 60 bucks. You can find them online for like 57 bucks. So check them out, shop around, and thanks for watching.